Thank you for tuning in to Beacon Marketing's video of the week. My name is Roger Gallegos. I am the founder and CEO of Beacon Marketing. Today's video, I want to talk about little things that you could do to start marketing your business. Something I hear a lot when I'm talking to people is I just don't have the time, or I get too busy, or does anything really work? I hear, quite frankly, a lot of excuses as to why they do not promote their business. And if you have seen any of my videos or you follow any of my blogs, you know just how important I believe marketing your business is. Not just because I own a marketing company or I'm a marketer, it's because it is necessary. It is 2019. We are just a few short months from 2020. If you're looking to have your business stick around for a while, you need to find a way to promote yourself, to make yourself stand out above your competitors, to make some noise so people can take attention with everything going on in the news, with so much media in terms of entertainment, music, all this stuff out there. If you hope to stand out, you have to do something. You can't just sit there on your hands and hope someone stumbles across your website or stumbles into you on the street and asks you what you're doing, or stumble into your shop. You cannot hope that it will happen. Now, you can rely on referrals, but that can only take you so far. If you want to grow, if you want sustained success, you have to find a way to promote yourself. So in my blog this week, I actually write about the cost of not marketing your business. People think that they're saving money by not marketing their business, or they're saving time by not investing the necessary time and effort to promote themselves. But there's actually a deeper cost to that, the one that might be even more insidious than people realize. But if you want to read about that, I'll include the link in the description below. But what I want to talk about in this video, like I said, is little things. I'm going to share 6 things that you can do to start promoting your business. And we'll get right into them, starting with the first one. And it's ask for reviews. This is something that a lot of people do already. It's asking your customers to leave a review, whether it's on Facebook or Google. These reviews do help. It's a form of marketing. It's word of mouth marketing. You're getting people to say positive things about your business so others can see it and be encouraged to visit your website, visit you in person, give you a call, whatever it may be. This is a real easy thing to ask people to do, because primarily you're putting the onus on them. Now, you could do things to offer an incentive, like leave a review, take a screenshot, come back in, we'll give you 5%, whatever it may be. But that is an easy way to start promoting your business. It's a passive way, I guess you could call it. So first, ask your customers for reviews. That's one thing you could do. The second thing is attend local networking events or events centered around your industry. Just about every city has some form of chamber. They also have specialty chambers for the areas of town, or maybe even industries. Do some research, find those chambers of commerce, and go and join or attend free events. Here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I'm located, there's more events than I can keep track of. I usually attend anywhere from 4 to 6 per month, and that is plenty for me. And it has paid huge dividends. You have to get your name out there. You have to start making people aware of your business, even if it's just a connection that leads to something else down the road. Getting your name out there, getting people to recognize you and to understand you're part of the community is a huge benefit. And outside of the time it costs to get there in terms of driving and to spend there, there's not that much cost unless you go to events that are paid or you join a chamber. But those things, oftentimes are reasonable. And I guarantee you there's plenty of free events that you could attend, and all it costs you is the time and the effort. But it is well worth that time and effort to go and make connections and start growing your professional network. So first thing is ask your customers for a review. Second, attend some networking events. The third thing is tied into actually those first 2 things with the customer reviews and the networking events, and that's collecting emails. Well, as you're getting reviews or as you're going out and doing networking, ask people if you could put them on your email list. And it's something that's really simple. I've actually been told this trick by multiple people, and I started employing it. When you're at a networking event, introduce yourself, let people know what you do, but spend most of the time being interested in what they do, and then because usually what you do is you hover around and try to meet as many people, and people employ that same tactic. So instead of monopolizing the time with yourself, let the other person feel special, feel centered, and then as they leave, say, "Hey, can I have your card? Do you mind if I send you some information about who I am and what I do?" And 9 times out of 10, they have their card, and I have yet to say to tell me to have one person say no to me. So I fold the corner of the card, put it in my pocket, and then that evening or the next morning, I put them into my system. I say that they gave me permission to send them an email. They're on my list. Now, some of them do unsubscribe, which is to be expected, but for the most part, they will continue receiving your emails, and they will show some interest. I've been told, I don't know how many times, "Hey, I love your newsletter. I love what you're seeing." It is just a way to keep in touch with people, to let people know what you're doing. And so that's ask customers. So far we have ask customers for reviews, attend networking events, collect email addresses. And the collect email addresses leads directly to the fourth one, which is start sending emails. If you're building this list, put it into action by sending emails. You do not have to send a crazy amount of emails. Even if you just send out one monthly newsletter that gives people an update of what's going on, if you have any specials going on, if you're doing anything for the seasonal specials, let people know, "Hey, I got this going on." Like I said, I send out my weekly newsletter. People ask me about it. People ask me questions about it. It is a way to keep engaged, let people know what you're doing. And I've had that result in a sale or two here locally. Do that, and you're going to start generating some interest. I promise you, especially if you focus on putting out quality content that addresses the needs of your customers. And I've talked about this in previous videos. So if you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I would love to talk to you about it, about how to create content that is going to generate leads. So far we have ask your customers for reviews, attend networking events, start collecting email addresses, and once you have those email addresses, start sending them emails. The fifth thing, and this is something that is huge that so many people overlook, that is update your website. Now, I have my website, and to be perfectly honest, I'll Scouts Honor. I used to be a Boy Scout, so you could believe this. I need to update my website. It is sorely outdated. So I need to kind of take my own medicine here and go through the practice of updating my website. But your website, if you view it as your online store, as the place where people get more information about you, you see the importance of keeping it updated and making sure that it portrays the correct information. Now, sometimes you just need to go in there, tweak some things. Maybe you changed your hours, maybe you have seasonal hours, maybe you updated your phone number, maybe you even moved addresses. Those little things count and they matter. Maybe you do have to go a little deeper and do a whole site renovation, but maybe you just start small. Start with the homepage and send people to a couple of strategic pages to convert leads. That's all you need. You do not have to go bonkers with it. It could be just something really small that makes meaningful changes, and that's part of being intentional, which I spoke about in my video last week. So think about what you want from your website and make sure you craft it to deliver that. And you could start small, but updating your website is a great way to start promoting your business. So we have ask customers for reviews, attend networking events, start collecting email addresses, begin sending emails, update your website, and the last one is start on social media. You don't have to go crazy and go on all the social media platforms. If you already have social media accounts set up, pick one and focus on that one. Think, where are my customers most likely to be on? If you feel they're going to be on a spread of them, pick one. If it's Facebook, focus on Facebook. If it's LinkedIn, focus on LinkedIn, and just start sending out messages on a regular, consistent basis. That could be just once a week. Maybe you send something out every Monday at 10 a.m. I view this as sort of like exercising or training for a marathon. I really don't think of anyone that could just get up hasn't been engaged in a training program that could get up to go just run a marathon just like that. They probably hurt themselves. Marketing is the same way. If you go and you try to go too crazy, you're going to burn out. It is okay to take your time and get into the swing of things I'm just going to post once a week. And you put it on your calendar to have the message ready. You put it on your calendar to actually post it or schedule it. and then let it go out and feel comfortable with that. Then maybe do 2 times a week, then 3 times a week, whatever it may be, up until you're at a point where you're getting that engagement and you're seeing some traction from it. That is the way you do this. You do not have to go crazy with it. And then after you're good at that, maybe you add a second social media channel. These things do take time. So be kind to yourself, be understanding, be realistic, push yourself. I'm not saying not to push yourself, but allow yourself some room to grow. So again, that's ask your customers for reviews, attend networking events, start collecting email addresses, start sending emails to those email addresses, update your website, and start doing something on social media, whether it's sending one message a week or doing something different. Maybe it's even just engaging with other posts. That's a great way to start getting followers and getting people interested in what you're doing. So that's it for me today. Those are some practical things that you could do to start beginning your marketing efforts today. They're small things, but they can add up to big dividends in the long run. And that's what you have to think here about. You have to think about what's best for you and your business in the long term. And sometimes those small things that you do today will pay big dividends later down the road. So you have to kind of think of it this way. You're in it for the long run. So that's it for me today. If you have any questions about how I might be able to help you with promoting your business, doing these small things, I offer a free 60-minute consultation, so don't be afraid to reach out. Again, check out the blog where I talk about the cost, what the true cost of not doing anything in terms of marketing. And also, if you're not on my email list, I will include the link in the description of how you could get signed up for that. Again, my name is Roger Gallegos. I'm the founder and CEO of Beacon Marketing. Thank you for your time today. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll be back next week with another video about marketing. Have a great one. Bye.